Alright, black-white vampires, or as the person who submitted it called it, why not play bad white, bad white weenie with slightly worse mana. We're not strictly worse than white weenie. We have like some other tools that line up okay, but there are definitely a lot of parallels here. One thing that's interesting or of note in here is that we have Legion's Lieutenant in this deck, which is a knight. So Legion's Lieutenant curves into History of Benalia nicely, which is sweet. Let's play some matches, shall we? Yeah, normal white weenies gets to play Beneficial Marshal. Right on time, Legion's Landing. I guess doing this is fine. Yeah, the original deck submission had 5 basic swamps in it. I decided to play Territory instead. Nathan, thanks for the 4 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around here. Smush. Look at that. Look at that. 2 mana Lord. Let's do it. How much is it to bump a modern deck? To bump a deck up that's already in the queue, you can donate as little as $1. To add a new deck to the queue for modern, it's a minimum of $25. Land. Elefante here might be able to pull us through, assuming we don't get Whirly Boyd. If we get Whirly Boyd, things are not going to be a good scene. Probably dead. Hey, Rebler, thanks for the support. We're just dead here, right? Like, my path to victory involves, like, playing a Venerated Loxodon, and that's tapping me out for a turn. Found the message button. Woodpecker Painting, thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. Adanto's not very good here. I'm gonna put in some Baffling Ends call today. Seems fine. You know, Bob, to be fair, how many, you said think of all these 2-drops for 1-drops. How many 1-drops does the normal white weenie deck play? Does it play 20? Because this deck is playing 16, which is a pretty high number of 1-mana things. Genuinely don't know offhand. What's the average number of 1s people play? 4, 7, 15. I mean, at a glance, this deck actually looks like it has more 1-drops than a lot of these decks. So I don't think your comparison from last game was very apt. Hey, what's going on, Incendium? It is about time for some spring cleaning. I took White Weenie and tried to do a pretty true 1-to-1 conversion with Vamps. Yeah, I think it Seems about that way. Elefante's real good here. We got a Conclave Tribunal to clear something else out. To be fair, this matchup's pretty unwinnable for normal White Weenie too. Like I've played the green-red warrior side of the White Weenie matchup probably a dozen times or more, and like lost it only once or twice. Between the cannonades, the chain whirlers, the shocks, the lightning strikes, like the cannonades, just lots of things that don't go well for the Weenie half. Mangasora, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Sure. Dark Forces Jedi, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I mean, to be fair, you don't beat Cry most of the time with the, even with your Marshal being a 3/3 dude light. So I don't know if that's really a huge difference. We would like to draw a 1-drop, a 2-drop, or an elephant next turn. We just like to double spell with the Legion's Landing, ideally. Opponent looks to be playing a more mid-range white-red deck, maybe an Angels variation. Implies you left at one point. I don't know. You probably haven't been here for 2 months straight. I'm sure you sleep and eat and visit with other friends and folks at various points. Hey, Boomer 2K. Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back. I think drawing spells would be a nice change of pace. So we get to exile this, we get to hit them for 2, gain 2, and then assuming they don't kill our board, we get to Unbreakable Formation next turn and flip the Legion's Landing over, as well as making these a little bit bigger. It's like not that big of a deal, especially if they smash us. If they plus and smash, the Unbreakable Formation lets me kill their Ajani. The lifelink also means they're just like not racing us particularly efficiently. That is a reasonable draw. Gonna hurt our health total a little bit here. Hey, Azumael. Thank you for the entire year of support. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your weekend. Have a sword to go with your shield. So back up to 15. We have a slightly better board presence than them. Oh, I could have added a damage with this, right? To lifelink one more. I could have lifelinked one more. Red aggro is normal red aggro. Nothing fancy. I wanted to give the Zealot a +1/+1 counter. The person asking if I should have played this post-combat. So I'm electing not to kill the Ajani here, but I want to trade with their 3/3. Maybe it's better to just take the Ajani off the table. I can see that one going either way. Like now there's an Aurelia that I have to deal with to get through to kill the Ajani. This thing gets vigilance. It does not get trample at least though, so I get to do this. We've made it to the point in the game now where, like, my deck has 1/1s for 1 in it, and their deck has Aurelias and Ajanis. So, like, I guess I throw away these two to, like, kill their Ajani, but definitely not looking good for us. Like, our only source of kind of go bigger is Adanto, and that's, like, go wide, not go big. They're probably gonna get, like, Deafening Clarions post-board. I guess we'll keep playing. If I hit another Conclave Tribunal, my Adanto kind of hip checks their Adanto Vanguard. Whoa, what was that? Oh, children brought toys into my office. Alright, I'm making 2/2s now. Moving on up in the world. Yup. Hey, Edis, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. We'll be done here. Move along, shall we? Hey, full on tilt. Have a sword to go with your shield. Thanks for the 12 months. Hope you are having a phenomenal start to your weekend. Vanguard's not particularly great here. Baffling End's probably not very good either. Does Deckmaster not work on certain cards? It should work on all the cards. You know, someone else earlier said that they were having a problem popping some up. Let me take a look at the preview. Maybe their server's having some issues today. Marvin Fein. Do 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 do. This is probably a mulligan. I think the promo Galta doesn't come up for some reason. Think it's missing from their list of cards. We had an opponent playing promo Galta today. Dusk, Legion, Zealot, welcome. But try refreshing your page. That one definitely loads fine. I have a little preview window here, and it's loaded just perfectly fine. Alright, well, this is as good as the starts get. We get to go land, history, Loxodon, and then start attacking the following turn, so. Ideal, if we're in a perfect world, we'll draw a 1-mana creature next turn, so we can go history, 1-drop Loxodon. Is that part where they cast Deafening Clarion and we just, like, weep silently? They must be having server problems if it's not working. And this is what last time we played like stock White Weenie, I ended up like being done playing it after a short while, because these just, like, I don't know, they lack what I would refer to as player agency. Like, it feels like I just don't really have control over the outcome of my matchups. These decks are just like, slam all my crap on the table. The only thing that matters are like how I sideboard and then like what hands I keep. And the deck just like kind of plays itself as you hope your opponent doesn't have the answers to things. Doesn't feel like they generate particularly interesting or stimulating gameplay. That is a lot of Legion War Boss over there. Alright, so do I... Yeah, I think I do this. Do I want to make this a 3/3 right away? I probably do, right? Because, well, I guess these are 3/3s. Like, is there value to saving this for after I've made a token or two? It feels like there might be. But, like, getting in the hit this turn feels valuable, too. I'm just going to do it right away. Maybe we'll draw a spell this game instead of just continuing to draw a bunch of lands. And then, like, doing it proactively means that, like, doing it now is good. Like, the fact that their vampires have to keep attacking means that, or the goblins have to keep attacking means that this gets to gain me a bunch of life. Hey, Brian, thanks for the biddies. So, like, this attack gains me 3. Ooh. Spells are busted, chat. I really like drawing spells. You can claim. You're so good, Mr. Elephant. I'm gonna let you claim that territory. You do you, Mr. Elefante. Claim it up. Look at that. We beat turn 3 Deafening Clarion. Our deck's so good. I haven't done the math, but I think they're still dead. Go to 24. Opponent's had enough. Oh, it's your an anthem. Do I want Baffling End on the draw? I think I want Baffling End more than Chocolate Rain on the draw. Alright, let's do it. Have a good one, Gendy. Catch you later. Keep in mind, it's just a good note for everyone. I will, this is going to be my last day of Magic Arena until Thursday when the new set releases. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, will be all Modern and Legacy on Magic Online. So I can clear a lot of that deck queue out that's backed up a little bit before we dive into a bunch of new standard. What's going on, Hammy? Marvin Fein. That would be the Chocolate Rain. I'm gonna lead on this because I would rather this die to shock than this one. Refreshed Pink Beard. I don't know about that one. All right. Clarion, my wayward vampires. Do 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 do. Man, the elephant really upsets you, huh? The elephant was quite upsetting, I see. I shouldn't have shocked. If they're bad and block this, I get to eat it with this. Okay, they're good. They missed their land drop as well here. Alright, so Lava Coil to me says don't play around Deafening Clarion, right? Does anybody else get that vibe? Lava Coil means I don't need to play around Deafening Clarion. Because, like, if they have Clarion and they're waiting for this other token to pop, they just, like, take 2 extra points of damage, right? And this, if it, oh wait, I missed 2 points of damage. This is gonna give me the City's Blessing. Sorry, I'm bad at Magic. Thankfully, if they don't have Deafening Clarion here, it's not gonna matter that I'm bad at Magic. God bless us, everyone. I think I can afford to play around Deafening Clarion here. I think I'm in a position that I can beat a Deafening Clarion, so I'm going to. I'm gonna play conservatively. Weird that they didn't chump block with the Legion War boss. It kind of feels like they're playing the Clarion as an out here. Fun fact, one of the Magic R&D people said that there was a History in Design originally gave +2/+2 when its final thing popped. Just like, yikes. So, like, they were, like, heading in the right direction. Yeah, their only out there is Deafening Clarion and hoping I don't have Formation. So, like, because I have Formation, they're just screwed. But, like, if Clarion's their only out anyways, they should chump because it plays to their only out. Yeah, look at my 2-3 trucking on in. think I'm okay trading this for Runaway Steam Kid. So I'm gonna offer. We're insulated against Chain Whirler this turn. I guess they could play 3 1-mana spells, killing this, and then Chain Whirler me, and I'm super dead. But, like, next turn I get to, like, if they don't kill 2 of my things here, I get to, like, hit the Unbreakable Formation and flip the Legion's Landing, and then, like, maybe the Legion's Landing rides me to victory next turn. Oh, you're right. They didn't have a trade. They had 2 1-power guys. You're super right. Oh, no. This is about to be 1-mana spell Chain Whirler, isn't it? This is about to be 1-mana spell Chain Whirler. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did everything go so wrong? I had to say the words. We're insulated against Chain Whirler, didn't we? Those were the words that I had to let fall out of my mouth. Was those words. Life sucks and then you die, chat. Never forget. What am I getting rid of here? Is it just Chain Whirler? None of it's good for me. Maybe they don't have a land and they won't be able to play both of these. Maybe they don't have a land and they won't be able to play both these Steamkins. Alright, alright. You're saying there's a chance. Hi, wife. You're my favorite. That's everything I wanted.
Hi, Internet.
Alright, so we're going to...
I think that chat missed me, honey.
Chat missed you.
Yeah.
They have the mountain. Alright, that's no mountain. That's good for us. Good scene, good scene. Means this is going away. Means the last one only drew 1 card. They bricked. Okay.
Chat, do you think we should play a cute game this weekend? With Declan?
More text. Thanks for the 7 months. Welcome back.
Did any of the people in this chat watch our Yoshi's Crafted World stream?
I don't know.
It was so cute.
It was. He was very adorable. If you want to watch Hoagland family video games on occasion, follow Christie's channel. I pretty much only do card games on this channel, but we play non-card games like Overwatch, and we streamed a little bit of Yoshi's Crafted World on the Switch there a couple weekends ago with the kids.
That video archive's probably purged, isn't it?
I don't know. Did you forget to? You probably forgot to archive it.
I'm so sad now.
You should manage your channel better.
Now I'm depressed.
I don't think I can shock. No Gable, no future. Like, do I want to bolt myself to get this into play now? I think I do. It's a blocker. I don't know. I do own a Switch. The wrong.
Go save it.
Thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back. I definitely want Baffling Ends in, Vanguards out. This lets me gain life, so that's probably pretty good. Loxodon tends to leave a bit to be desired. Bring in Conclave Tribunal. Maybe I want this just for racing. What do we like better for racing purposes here? Is Unbreakable Formation better, or is Loxodon better? Loxodon might be better, huh? 4/4s are pretty busted. Super Slink, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Let's do that. I guess Tocatli Honor Guard is fine. Yeah, I guess Honor Guard's good. I usually do that. Yeah, let's do that. This is awkward though. This makes lifelink vampires. Alright, let's cut these. I'm gonna go bigger and bring the Ajanis in then. Let's do this. So, I didn't play this pre-combat, and the reason why is I want them to spend whatever removal spell they're passing with here on my Tocatli Honor Guard rather than my card that gets +1/+1 here, which might be wrong. I'm not quite sure how my prioritization really lines up there. It felt right at the time. Is this too aggressive? I think I just want to use my mana this turn. They have a Legion War Boss up there, so I'm only going to attack with Skymarcher. So that way I can block the 1/1 they make next turn and then Conclave Tribunal this one. Really need to draw an Ajani or a removal spell here, so that way our 4/3 knights can attack into this Goblin Chain Whirler. And like the double history is like nice, but like 4/3s don't really attack into a 3/3 first striker. And like, here's something to note, right? Like if we were playing traditional White Weenie, this would be a Beneficial Marshal, which would allow these to attack into the Goblin Chain Whirler here. I think I just have to do this trade. Like, trade a knight for 8 points of damage, basically. Really hoping to hit a piece of spot removal to clear this Chain Whirler out this turn. Oh, this gets bigger too. Alright, yeah, I'm just smashing for sure. If they go to 1 here, this is lethal, which is really sweet. So sequencing on playing our spell post-combat was very pivotal here. So they have to kill this or they're dead. I get to steal this one. Ajani needs to draw some lands, but the spells in there are super reasonable. So let's go. So this attack means shock, right? I think I'm supposed to block here. Because while this attack represents shock, I'd rather shock kill Tocatli than kill Mavren next turn. And this block here also prevents them from triggering their spectacle cards for the turn. So I think that exchange overall ends up profitable for me. They might have another shock here, which sucks, but... yeah, that's really unfortunate. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. This really sucks if they would go shock into Chainwhirler, though. Probably not going to be in a position to beat Chainwhirler this game regardless. Hey, Psycho. Thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yep. Remember that time we were ranked 60? Pepperidge Farm remembers. The ladder is highly volatile. I think I lead on this on 1, just like get the most damage as opposed to hedging a lifelink token. Ugh, so the red matchup. this archetype, even stock mono white is just like not good against all these decks full of shocks and chain whirlers. They both just have a lot of X1s in them. This start with the Loxodon is pretty good though. Ideally, we'd like to draw another 1-drop next turn. Oh, Phoenix matchup. This might not be terrible for us. No chain whirler makes it a different dynamic. Was it an actual TV commercial? I just remember the Family Guy takes. Feels like we're stalling out here. This Drake's just gonna play defense for them, and eventually they're gonna find some birds to fly over the top. Do I attack with everything and flip the landing? Or do I only attack with this because Duskborne can make this a 4/4 to trade with the Drake? I think there might be appeal in just hitting them with everything and flipping the landing. Just go wide. It's like, even if they eat this here, they could like eat this here, double block here. Nah. Now the double block makes me not want to. I'm just going to attack for 3. Get my 8-point swing in.
I've perfected the perfect storm.
All right, jump or trade with me. I'm hungry and I'm eating something. I'm giving it the extra point of attack because I want to gain an extra point of life here.
Just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
This is not too pretty. We really don't have cards for this matchup. I think I'm just going to trim 2 of these. I think we just hope to run them over with a fast elephant draw. We had a fast-ish elephant draw that game, but it wasn't super great. Is this bad white weenie? Yes. Alright, let's go. It's a pretty aggressive start on the play here. They have Legion's Landing and Conclave Tribunal, so let's see how it goes. The new Sorin is excellent. That card looks very strong. I think all of these decks that have Ajani, if they can cast Sorin, they're probably more interested in Sorin than Ajani. Sorin's going to be extra good, especially alongside Seraph for the scales. So that's an annoying card that you want to get back. That's tough to deal with. And then once they deal with it, you'll want to get it back. Let's do this before I play this so I don't get spell pierced. Yeah, not only does his +2 let him get bigger creatures out of the graveyard faster, but the fact that he's gaining you life incidentally while he does it too also does a lot for you. Because in longer games you can often die to points of chip shot damage, and Sorin gaining you life is gonna help ensure that doesn't happen. Which is sweet. I think the card's really well put together. Great, we got a Conclave Tribunal here, which is just fine. This is probably lights out with the Legion's Landing flipping. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Yeah, the fact that he's good against control, and then if their Teferi down ticks, you can untap and play Sorin and finish Teferi. It's super relevant. I think we're good to go here. See if we can win the 3rd game on the draw. Sure. This is lethal, actually, right? It's plus 3 mana, +1/+1, kill you. I mean, we had Vicious Conquistador, okay? That was... Vicious Conquistador is not a white weenie. He's a vampire. Cut him some slack. He's doing the best he can in this cold, hard world. Yikes. kind of mediocre basic lands. Those decks just sit in this really awkward middle spot where, like, they're not quite aggressive enough to be a good aggro deck, or they're not quite mid-ranging or controlling enough to be a good deck on that spectrum. Our hand here is pretty good, even with getting shocked on 1. We get to play Adanto on 2 into Dusk Legion Zealot plus Skymarcher on 3. Pretty reasonable overall. We've got huge tracts of land. Poor little Skymarcher. I almost wonder if I should have played this. Although having this live is probably a little bit better, because this lets Adanto attack into a Crackling Drake, which is like decent. Getting this down under Spell Pierce is nice. Yep. I mean, like, while I have been being honest about this mostly being weaker White Weenie, I don't know that, like, traditional White Weenie would have won many of the games that we've lost so far today with this deck. Like, White Weenie has a lot of these same issues that we're having with this deck, which is like, sometimes you draw 6 lands in your aggro deck full of 1-mana 1/1s. Sometimes your opponent casts Fiery Cannonade on turn 3 and you just can't recover. Like, it's almost certainly a bit less optimal in some ways, but it's just like, you know, it's like, well, the good version also would get dumpstered in most of these spots. Alright. I think I'm gonna call that. Do you like White Weenie but hate Winnie? You did not lie. That is true. That is true. You're not wrong. I'm gonna call that a wrap on this. I want to get at least one more deck in there. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to Mardu and Naya. We'll see. All things considered, Black-White Vampires, performs at expectations. Was like, did White Weenie-esque things, probably marginally worse, but has similar powerful draws. Venerated Loxodon is just a messed up card. Turns out when you can add 9 power to the table without tapping any lands, it's probably very good a lot of the time, so